Now, what then happens is that the tariff path that was there at the time did not materialize.
So we've also noted that in the past, ZESCO's arrears were partly attributed to independent power producers. How did this happen, and what lesson can we draw, from this going forward?
Yeah, this is a very nice question. I like it because a lot of assumptions are made about those agreements and how quote unquote bad they were. But let's start with the beginning of it. Anyway, the background to this is that in 2005 we had a 2004-5 we had a cost of service study that was done. Okay. By the Energy Regulation Board, consultants were hired, and this cost of service study, as you know, a cost of service study seeks to establish how much does it cost to produce electricity in a particular country. And out of that also came mechanisms by which ZESCO could now make its tariff applications. And the first attempt at a multi-year tariff mechanism, though it was not legislated at the time, but the tools that were being used would be able to project this is how the tariff is supposed to move for the next such and such years in order for the utility to be sustainable. So that study was published, of course, and as intended, those results attracted investors into our electricity sector on the basis that this is the trajectory these tariffs are taking, and so when we go into this market, we'll be able to charge prices that will enable us to earn a return on our investment and supply this power to the state utility. Now, what then happens is that the tariff path that was there at the time did not materialize. Okay. The tariffs did not move in the manner in which it was thought they would move. By the time the plants were coming on board, the tariffs were far lower than they should have been. And those plants now were running, the agreements were in place, and the prices had been agreed and needed to be paid. And what then happens? Of course, there'll be debt. Because if you're selling at 7 and you're buying at 10, you have a 3 that you are not able to pay for every single unit that is coming from that plant. You understand? So it doesn't matter, you know, what you do. There's going to be a buildup of amounts that you are owing this supplier unless your prices rise or you find a way to renegotiate and reduce the tariff to stem the bleeding in terms of the contracts.